Triangle law for vector addition.
Let us discuss very important and very basic law that is called triangle law for vector addition. While adding a vector, we use two types of laws usually. One is triangle law for vector addition and another one is law of parallelogram of vectors. These are very important and basic concepts. Let us start. If two vectors describing the same physical quantity means you are adding those two vectors which are of the same physical quantity. For example, if you are taking one vector as a velocity, the another vector which you are adding should also be a velocity quantity. Are represented in a magnitude and direction. As these are vectors, they have a magnitude as well as a direction. So you are considering two vectors of same physical quantity and which have a magnitude and direction. When they are represented by the two sides of a triangle, when these two vectors are represented as a two sides of a triangle. See here, I have taken vector A and vector B over here, which are represented as a two sides of a triangle taken in order. What do you mean by order? If you are originating vector A from P, so vector A is originating from P means P to Q you took. That's so PQ is nothing but A vector, and you have to originate from Q only to the next vector. This is called in order. P to Q, Q to S. So when two vectors of same physical quantity are represented in a magnitude and direction by the two sides of a triangle taken in order. Taken in order means what I said, P to Q and Q to S. Then the resultant, then the addition of these two vectors resultant is represented in magnitude and direction. See, if these have a magnitude and direction, the result also have a magnitude and direction. So, of the third side of the same triangle, third side means PS is a third side of the triangle drawn in a opposite sense. What do you mean by opposite sense? P to Q I have drawn this direction and Q to S is continued with the another direction. Then the resultant should be drawn from the starting point of the first vector. A is the first vector, so starting point is this. So the resultant should drawn in an opposite sense starting from the first vector to the end point of the second vector. What is the second vector? B. What is the end point? S. So starting from the first vector, starting point of the first vector to the end point of the second vector means the result is PS, that is denoted by C. So C is nothing but the vector addition of these two vectors. So this is known as triangle law of vector addition. Very important, what you have to remember, when you are taken a two sides as in order, the third side should be in a opposite sense. Means it should move from the starting point of the first vector to the end point of the second vector. If you proceed further, let us take vector addition is commutative. What do you mean by commutative? In maths, if 2 plus 3 is 5, what is 3 plus 2? That is also 5. So 2 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 2. That is called commutative. Means if you change the order of the numbers, the result remains same. That is called commutative. So for any two vectors, if I am considering this commutative law for two vectors, P and Q. So if it obey a commutative law, vector addition obey commutative law means P plus Q should be equals to Q plus P. So how to prove this? See here, I have taken P, one vector, and P to Q, another vector. Then the resultant is O to B according to this law. Now if it is a side Q, what will be the in parallelogram? The other opposite side also Q. Okay, see here. And if it is a P, this is also P. So how to prove that vector addition is commutative? See here, O to A I have taken. Then A to B I have taken. Then resultant is O to B. This is true for triangle OAB. See, P plus Q. P plus Q is equals to R according to this triangle law of vector addition. Now, if you take Q to O to C, that is Q, then C to B. Then what will be the resultant? O to B. Means can I write Q plus P is equals to R itself in triangle OCB. So in triangle OAB, P plus Q is equals to R. If you apply triangle law of vector addition. In triangle OCB also, Q plus P is equals to, the resultant is from O to B, that is R. Means in both the case they are equals to R. So can I conclude, if P plus Q is equals to R, Q plus P is equals to R, so can I conclude R are same and OB is same, means resultant is same, so the LHS should be same. Hence this is the proof of vector addition is commutative. When you proceed further, vector addition is associative. It is very simple. Associative means, for example, if you have taken 2 plus 3 plus 4, then here also 2 plus 3 plus 4. If I group 2 plus 3 and here I group 3 plus 4. 2 plus 3, 5, 4 ka 4, 2 plus 3 plus 4, 7, 5 plus 4, 9 equals to 9. In maths, associative law is nothing but grouping differently, but the answer you will get same. That is called associative law. So if vector addition is associative, how could we write? As you know, here 3 numbers we took, so 3 vectors we want. So A plus B plus C, A plus B plus C. But here I grouped A plus B and here I grouped B plus C. How to prove this? See, we are going to prove vector addition is associative. See here, I have taken A, B, C, all 3 vectors in order. So, what I will do, if I apply a triangle law to this, if I apply triangle law to this, so A, B, so my answer is from here to here, it is resultant of A plus B. So call it as A plus B. It is a result of A plus B. Name somewhere something over here, O, P, Q. And here it is R. Now see here, O to Q is vector, Q to R is vector, means they are in order. So what will be the resultant now? This will be the resultant over here, if you consider. Then if you want another triangle, you can take like a P to Q, Q to R. Then can I take, this is P to Q is B, Q to R is C. So can I take P to R as a B plus C? So what is your conclusion? Resultant in triangle OQR. In triangle OQR. How we took A plus B, OQ we took C. You have to remember order. O to Q arrow is like this and Q to R arrow is like this. So they are in order. So what is O to Q? A plus B. And what is Q to R? C. So the resultant came as a R. If you consider triangle OPR now, OPR, in this also, OP is in order with the PR. The resultant is nothing but R itself. So what is your OP? That is A. What is your PR? B plus C. So in the result of that, what we took? R as their resultant side. So LHS are same. So RHS must be same. So can I conclude A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C, which is associative law? Now let us solve some numerical. So here it is an example I have taken. From the given figure, determine the resultant of 4 forces. Which are the 4 forces here? A1, A2, A3 and A4. So let us begin. O to A and A to B are in order. So what will be the resultant now? This will be the resultant, but the result of these two. Okay. So this will be the result of A1 plus A2. So can I write joining OB? So OB is nothing but here. OB is nothing but here. It is a OA plus AB. So it is nothing but A1 plus A2. A1 plus A2. Now join OC. Join OC. Okay, it is a OB you joined as a resultant over here, and here to here BC, see order, arrowhead is here, and B to C another arrowhead. So OC will be my resultant, but resultant of what? These two. So can I write this one as A1, A2 and A3? A1, A2 and A3 ka result is OC. So how could I write now? OC is equals to A1, A2, A3 in this case. So if you take a triangle OCD now, okay, so from triangle OCD, which is left now, so can I write OD? OD is equals to, which is already given as a A5, which is given already as a A5, is equals to OC, see the order, OC plus CD gives you OD. So OD is a resultant of OC plus CD, if you see the arrowhead over here. So can I write this one as OC plus CD? So once you put, what is your OC? A1 plus A2 plus A3. And what is your CD? That is plus A4. So thus OD is the resultant of the 4 vectors. So what was the question? Find the resultant of 4 vectors. So this is the answer, that OD is the resultant of the 4 vectors. If you want, you can write A1, A2, A3 and A4. Barabar? So this is the answer for this numerical.